This is Serving a Crucified King. Meditations on faith, politics, and the unyielding pursuit of God's reign. I am Jesse Stephen Wheeler, and this is episode 4, For the World. In the following passage, we find Jesus Christ representing within himself the full authority of God's kingdom on earth, standing face to face with the Roman military governor Pilate, himself the representative of Roman imperial control under the self-declared God Caesar. As presented by John, this is a scene of dramatic tension between two very different kingdoms, each with two very different kings. Let's read. Pilate went back into the palace. He summoned Jesus and asked, "Are you the king of the Jews?" Jesus answered, "Do you say this on your own, or have others spoken to you about me?" Pilate responded, "I am not a Jew, am I? Your nation and its chief priests handed you over to me. What have you done?" And Jesus replied, "My kingdom doesn't originate from this world. If it did, my guards would fight so that I wouldn't need to have been arrested by the Jewish leaders. But my kingdom isn't from here." This is from the book of John, chapter 18, verse 36. It is significant to note that while not from or of this world, the kingdom about which Jesus speaks remains very much in and for this world. I particularly appreciate this specific translation from the Common English Bible for just that reason. The kingdom may originate in heaven, but it certainly doesn't stay there. Understanding, therefore, this seemingly minor, yet nevertheless essential nuance provides a much-needed corrective to those hyper-spiritualized notions of Christ's reign as often popularly understood. And it reinforces the kingdom's practical relevance for our world. In fact, Jesus explains this contrast in distinctly practical terms, declaring that if his kingdom had been like those of this world, then his disciples would have fought to prevent his arrest. But this happens to be a very different sort of kingdom. For the very thing which distinguishes the kingdom of Christ from those of this world, Rome for instance, is its categorical rejection of violence, domination, and retaliation. Its kingdom by way of cross. So, in his response to Pilate, Jesus simultaneously relativizes all human authority and casts judgment upon the means and the methods by which that authority is so often exercised. Consider now the following questions. How have you and your faith community understood Jesus' declaration that his kingdom is, quote, not of this world? Also, what is the significance of reading this passage as being a dramatic confrontation between two different kingdoms with two very different kings? How might seeing the passage in this way affect your personal allegiances and those of your faith community? Pray with me now the following prayer of Francis of Assisi from the 13th century. God, all-powerful, most holy, sublime ruler of all, you alone are good, supremely, fully, completely good. May we render to you all praise, all honor, and all blessing. May we always ascribe to you alone everything that is good. Amen. This has been Serving a Crucified King. Meditations on faith, politics, and the unyielding pursuit of God's reign. I am Jesse Stephen Wheeler, and this has been episode 4, For the World, with original music from the always amazing Jared Acevedo.